There's a certain kind of person who doesn't raise their voice, even when the world seems to be falling apart. They don't argue, they don't panic, they don't rush to prove themselves right. They just breathe. And while everyone else is trying to make sense of the chaos, they quietly watch. Like someone who's already been through this storm before. You've probably met someone like that. Kind of person who feels like silence itself has wrapped around them. No matter what happens, they remain composed, steady, grounded, untouchable. And if you've ever wondered why some people can stay so calm, while others fall apart, the answer is far deeper than you might think. Calmness, real calmness, isn't the absence of emotion it's what happens when emotion meets understanding. It's not that these people don't feel. They do. They just don't react in the same way anymore. Once you've seen enough, once you've heard enough, you stop fighting storms that can't be controlled. You learn to stand still in the rain instead. That's the psychology of calm people. They weren't born this way, they became this way. See, people who are always calm usually went through phases where they weren't. They were overthinkers once. They cared too much. They tried to control everything, fix everything, please everyone. And every time they tried, they learned the same lesson. That life doesn't bend to your will, no matter how hard you push. At some point, they stop trying to control the ocean. And instead, they learn to surf it out. That's what calm really is. Not indifference, but emotional wisdom. Psychologists often describe this as emotional regulation. But that term doesn't quite capture the soul of it. It's not just about suppressing emotion or pretending everything's fine. It's about understanding emotion so deeply that it no longer has control over you. Calm people aren't emotionless, they're emotionally fluent. They've learned the language of their mind. They can feel anger without exploding, sadness without drowning, and uncertainty without losing balance. Because inside their mind, there's a small voice that whispers, "You are calm. You are centered. Relax and breathe." They've lived through enough to know that even the worst moments fade. That panic doesn't speed up healing. And that peace isn't found in control, but in acceptance. Most people misunderstand calm people. They think calm means cold, but in truth, it often means compassionate. Calm people are the ones who hold space.
For others, when everyone else is panicking, they're the ones who can say,
Not because they don't care, but because they know chaos isn't permanent. There's a kind of quiet strength in that. It's the strength of restraint, of knowing that not every battle deserves your energy. Not every insult deserves a reply, and not every storm deserves fear. It's the strength of choosing peace, even when your instincts want to fight. But let's go deeper. Why do some people reach this state, while others constantly find themselves overwhelmed? The answer lies in a part of the brain called the amygdala, the center of fear and emotional response. In people who've practiced mindfulness, the amygdala becomes more balanced. It still signals danger, but it no longer hijacks their entire system then. Their prefrontal cortex learns to step in before the emotion takes over. In other words, calm people have trained their minds to pause. Between feeling and reacting, that pause is their superpower. It's why in an argument they can hear something hurtful and not immediately strike back. It's why they can sit in uncertainty without needing to fill the silence. It's why when the world is loud, they can still hear themselves think. That pause, that moment of stillness, is where wisdom lives. Reacting to everything makes you a prisoner. The calmer you are, the freer you become.